Hello, welcome to the iClasses.com. This is Xia Taptara speaking. So today I am going to show you 10 useful tips for Procreate on iPad. And these 10 tips will be pretty useful and could help your workflow a little or a lot faster. If you are interested in Photoshop tutorial, then you can go look at them on my channel. Or, if you like the video, please click thumbs up. And if you have any question or have a recommendation for whatever video you want me to make, then feel free to comment down below. And well, have a great day, guys. Let's get started. Alright, so tip number one, you should go to your setting and set up your gesture control. And if you see the eyedropper here, I already set it at default, but you can go and setting the delay to whatever the amount of time that you want on your iPad. But the one that I like the most is the quick menu, so I set it to just square and touch. And this will become pretty useful when you have to deal with the complex illustration. So you just hold the menu will pop up here. So you can change all these to you can customize all these interface here, so to be flipped to new layer, to customize the layer how it is. I think it will be pretty useful to your workflow. Okay, tip number 2 is going to be pretty useful if you're doing some study or if you want some reference image. So you just drag it up here. You're going to see the arrow there, and then you can choose the application. You can either use Chrome or any Instagram even, but I'm just going to use Pinterest and just going to drag it out to the side here. So you can have a floating window and search for any image that you want on Pinterest. You can float it to the left or the right. The thing is, or if you want it on the right and you click on layer, it will be right in front of everything. So but you can move it so that it sort of having a 2-window cascade, and you can move the size, reduce the size or increase the size or whatever that you want to see there, right? So you can have all these reference. You want to do some studies or whatever, then you can just take a look at, or if you want to look at some comps or something, right? So that's another useful tips that you can have for this. Number 3, we are going to draw a line and we're going to create a straight line. So you're going to draw, and if you notice the line is not straight, but you hold it for a little while, it becomes straight. Doesn't matter what size, just hold it there and then the line will come straight. And not only that, you can draw it, hold it, and you can move it up or down there, right? And tips number 5, you can draw a curved line, hold it, you can resize, and you leave it. You're going to see edit shape up here. You can click edit shape and you can move these vertices point. You can make it however you want, and also you can do the square. Let me finish this one here. You can make a perfect rectangle by holding it. Maybe I'm just gonna right here, and it will become a perfect rectangle or a square. And circular shape also, you can resize it. So these are tip number 4 and number 5. Okay, tip number 6, you can fill these circular shape or rectangular shape by dragging this here. Change the color a little bit. Drag this here. So those are pretty easy. And tip number 7, if you using 3 fingers and do a circular motion, that will clean the screen. And 2-finger tap you have the undo, which is bringing it back. Okay, tip number 9, if I'm going to select something, say if I'm selecting this box, just do 3-finger slide, and you have options of cut and paste, copy and paste, copy all, whatever. I'm just going to use cut and paste. Then it will automatically be on another layer. All right, so click tip number 10. You can use your eraser. You can switch back and forth between the eraser and the brush pretty easy. Say if I'm using a let's do the nickel raw brush, and just gonna, that was on the alpha lock, sorry, here, right? And my eraser, if it was on a different brush, let's say it was on a round brush, then if you want that, then that's fine. But if you want it the same as the brush that I'm using, which is nickel brush, then you can just hold it for a little bit and it will say using the current brush. Then my eraser will have the same texture as the brush that I'm using. So if I'm changing to the old brush, just changing the color a little bit, and you don't want a nickel brush to erase, you can hold it and it said erase with the current brush. So basically you have the consistency on the brush that you're using as the eraser, so it looks like the same stroke or the brush stroke that you're doing. So the extra tip, which I will use a lot, it will be this alpha lock here. It's basically a clipping mask, right? So if I'm doing something to this, I use it a lot in Photoshop. And if I don't want anything to go over the line or this shape, I can just control this shape. So same thing if I'm doing it on this circular shape here. Alpha lock. So that's the extra tip. Alright, I hope these are useful to you guys. Alright guys, well, thank you for watching the video, and if you find the video useful, please click like and maybe subscribe. There are more video coming up for Procreate on hopefully the weekly basis. And for those of you who are interested in Photoshop, I'm still doing the video for Photoshop also, for the painting, character, and environment or background. Alright guys, well, see you next week. Bye bye.